Okay, there's been a lot of fact and fiction, a lot of doom and gloomers going around talking about the real estate market for 2023. And what I want to do is give you the facts on what's happening in Little River in December. This is how the statistics fell out, and hopefully it makes you a smarter consumer. So if we go into Little River and look at single family homes, there was nothing available or sold under $150,000. Okay, so the first price range where we see any sales is 150 to 228, and the average median sales price in Little River in that price range actually decreased 5%. Now if we go over and take a look at days on the market, we actually see that in that price range things went relatively quick. We're down to 36 days on days on the market, which is actually an 18% decrease. So things are selling fairly quickly. That seems to be a hot spot in the market in Little River. Now, if we go up to the 229 to $300,000 range, the median sales price actually increased 6.1%. So we're still seeing a positive appreciation in Little River in that price range, 229 to 300,000. If we go over to days on the market, we see that houses are sitting on average 116 days. So we've increased days on the market in Little River in that price range 26%. Now if we go into the $300,000 category and above, what we're seeing, the median sales price actually increased to 2.4%. It increased 2.4%, so fairly flat there for Little River in that price range, 300,000 plus. And if we go over to days on the market, we actually see that increased 2.6% to 120 days. Okay, so looking at condos and townhouses in Little River, if we look into $150,000 and less, we actually saw an appreciation rate of 8.1% for condos and $150,000 and less. So a fairly good increase. However, days on the market are all the way up to 135 days in that price range. So things are definitely sitting longer. The MLS average in that price range is 58 days. So things are sitting considerably longer in Little River. Looking up at the 150,000 price range to 228, we're going to see that the average sales price, median sales price for condos in December actually fell 14.6%. So that was a pretty soft value in that price range, down 14%. If we go over to days on the market, we see that it increased 8.9%. So homes in that price range are now sitting on average 61 days. If we move up to the 229 category, all the way up to 300,000, the median sales price was pretty flat. So $250,000 is the median sales price in that price range, and it only went up 0.6%, so really flat in that price range. And if we go over, days on the market actually increased 40%. So we're up to 63 days, which isn't too bad. Historically, that's a pretty good number, so not bad. And then finally, if we go into $300,000 and more, we're going to see that the median sales price is actually up 7%. So a pretty good appreciation in December for $300,000 and plus $300,000 plus value homes. So not bad, 7%. And if we run over to days on the market, it actually decreased. So 76 days, and that's down 18.3%. So they sold a little bit faster in that price range, $300,000 plus. So the key takeaways are that sellers need realistic expectation. Days on the market are definitely going up in most categories. We're starting to see stabilizing values. We're not seeing 20, 30% rate increases like we have in the last 2 years. And inventory remains really low. So if you're a seller, there's not a whole lot of competition out there, which is a really good thing for you. Now on the buyer side, the advantages that you haven't had since pre-COVID is any kind of negotiating power. And now we're starting to see sellers give more concessions, be a little bit more willing to do that extra repair, or go a little bit extra on the mile. So for the first time in a while, you guys have a little bit of negotiating room, which is a good thing. So if you have any questions on these numbers, please feel free to reach out to me at 843-997-0616.